Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings if you wish to change roles or adjust. Start your week by installing your game plan. You have grades for each position that range. Browse available players to improve your team.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP, Cam Newton, and the Carolina Panthers as they take on the third-year man, Mitchell Trubisky, and the NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Watch the run, watch the run.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 10 yards. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now it's the backup Greer. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Greer. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Greer. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. They fake the handoff, now Greer. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Manhertz there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Greer on first down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Greer looks to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first down throw. Greer. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw again on second down. Greer throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Greer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
On the double.
Check, check. And what's that? And what's the ball?
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a...
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Carolina. Aldrick Robinson, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to take off with it. And some room to work. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Will Greer, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson.
Third quarter action to this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
I got you.
Pilot, 64, weak, now.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 54 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks... Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter.
61, matchbox light.
Off play action, Greer. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Greer. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Again on the ground with Artis Payne. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Greer again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Greer. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
6-6, pull it high.
A play fake. Now Greer to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarius Wright, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Artis Payne. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
They'll run it with Artis Payne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner. You tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Come on, D. Quick that. Let's go.
Greer will look to throw on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Greer's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. Complete to right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners.
Yeah.
Who had them.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone, you got 4. 4 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night. The players on your quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your players' strengths and weaknesses. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the...
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter.
Set. 180. 49's the mic. Get your swerve on. Ready?
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. On second and a couple. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, we got to get this 20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. He's going to take a shot, and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 9.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. The open man is Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the... Cam Newton's got his Panthers in the red zone as they look to cap off this drive with points. Throwing again on second down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Latulele gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And that's caught by Smith. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. Offensively, pretty effective. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 70 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit. All right, it's crunch time late in the game. Does this defense have the fortitude to get the stop they need?
Just like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback.
Ready? 30 base. Check. 53 is mine. You gonna get this boy? Big grip.
Here's Artis Payne to begin the drive. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Got a man, it's right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Greer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
90 Wolf. General West. Ready.
Throwing now, Greer. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Topper.
Greer now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Will Greer scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say.
One-score game, 7 points here in the fourth quarter. This offense, they need to get the football back on this onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they fell back, unfortunately. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,
you have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out. Start your week by installing your game plan.
everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP, Cam Newton, and the Carolina Panthers, as they'll square off against Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champion, New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game. And then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. First down, here's White. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And there he is, the MVP of Super Bowl 53, wide receiver Julian Edelman. A huge piece of the New England offense. They really missed him in 2017 when he was out with an ACL. But in the playoffs of 2018 and the Super Bowl itself, Julian Edelman was indeed the difference.
Going on the ground, it's White. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Brady, this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 32 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's third and goal. Now Newton on third and goal. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with White.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Let's go.
On first down, Newton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Caught by the tight end, Watson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop deep, drop deep. Check it.
To throw again on second down. Brady complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The final shot before half for Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. From the 35 on second down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's White. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski
Different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jamie Collins, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump it for a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing is Newton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And an alley to run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cameron Artis-Payne. 26 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And 2 starts. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Hoyer. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Hoyer. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hoyer. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. So
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
Now it's the backup Greer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a foot race past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be cat.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's go, D.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hoyer. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Ross on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Artis Payne. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Greer. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Back to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That one caught by Ellison.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Foxborough, good night, everybody. Start your week by installing your game plan. Easily see how many players you need to. Here are some recommendations to get you started. An offensive and defensive game plan has each week. Once you've made your game plan, choose to start training.